us the power of imagination. The power of imagination. Now, when we talk about imagination is an act of creating pictures in the mind. Imagination is an act of creating pictures in the mind, and imagination reflects your inner world. The kind of pictures you have created in your mind reflect your inner world, because a man has two worlds. Number one, the outer world. The outer world, and this consists of everything outside of the man. This is the tangible world. This is the world that can be seen, the world that can be felt, the world that can be touched. This is the physical world, the outer world of a man, world that can be seen. And then we have the inner world. This is the spiritual world. And this is talking about the imagination world, the mind of the man that physical eyes cannot see. The world of a man is his mind, his heart, his mind, his imagination. That consists of the spiritual world of a man. The outer world now is talking about all what that man is experiencing around him and inside him. Is subjected to what that has happened in that man's spiritual world, in his mind, in his heart, in his imagination. So what a man cooks up, what a picture the man can see in his mind controls what he will see in his outer world. No matter how the external forces try to trouble your outer world, if your inner world is intact, if you can maintain your peace, you are more than a conqueror. And that's why your inner world is important. Your mind is important. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Guard your heart, guard your mind with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Life and death is in the mind. Whether your outer world will be troubled is in your mind. It is insanity, right? For a man to be troubling his outer world. But that's what most people are doing today. Most people, they are the one putting themselves in bondage. Most people, they are the one putting their destiny in bondage. Most people, they are the one putting their business in prison. Most people, they are the one responsible for why their children are not doing well. Most people, they are the one responsible for why they have not even been able to get married. Most people are responsible for the state of their finance. Most people are even responsible for the state of their health. Why? Because they are the one troubling their outer world with the kind of the world that they have created on their inside. Now, how can a man trouble his outer world with his own inner world? Number one, harboring negative thoughts. Harboring negative thoughts. Building negative habits. Creating negative images. Some people, they have come to believe about this self-limiting thought that they cannot prosper. And you know what? Those people cannot prosper. No amount of prayer and fasting can stop that. They will try it and it will not work. Why? They have believed that they cannot prosper, and they can't prosper. Nobody can help them. Even God cannot help them. The only thing God can do to help them is bring them in contact with this kind of teaching that I'm teaching you today. That's the only help God can do for you. And I know as a result of this teaching, you wake up and change your thoughts. You change your thinking. Negative thought. Some people, they have come to believe that, when I get engaged to this person, 2 months it must break, and nothing can help them. Even if they got engaged to a pastor, Holy Ghost filled, a nice man, they will separate their thoughts, their negative thoughts. They are troubling their outer world, because the life and the death of a man is in his mind. I say that again. It is in his mind. The success and the failure of a man is in his mind. A man cannot be greater than the content of his heart. You cannot be greater than the content of your heart. You cannot be greater than the images you are slashing on the canvas of your heart, of your mind, day in, day out. You cannot be greater than it. You cannot be greater than it. And that's to tell you that life is predictable. There are people that are saying life is not predictable. Life is predictable. It is, at least to certain extent, you can predict life. Seed time and harvest will not cease as far as the earth remains. Seed time and harvest will not cease. The kind of thought, the kind of pictures you are creating in your mind, seed time, those are seed time. You are planting seed, and the harvest cannot cease. Seed time and harvest time will not cease as far as the earth remains. That cycle will continue. So you create a negative thought, you're building negative habits, you're creating negative images. Be sure you are going to reap the wild wind of negativity in your life. And thoughts are pictures. What you think about paints a picture on your mind. Be careful how you hear. Make sure you are hearing the correct thing. And if you want to hear the correct thing, that means you must associate with people of like minds. With people of like mind, you associate with people that are positive, associate with people that have done more than you've done, associate with people that believes in you, associate with people that you respect, those that can tell you the truth, even if it is something negative about you and it will not affect your self-esteem. You need to associate with that kind of people, because being undeceived, God is not mocked. Whatever a man does, he shall reap. Evil communication corrupts good manner. So be with the right people so that you can be thinking right, so that the right pictures can be created on your mind. The eye is the light of the body. When your eyes is single, your whole body shall be full of light. What you see is recorded in your brain and paints a picture on your mind. So when you see a thing regularly, you become it. Whatever you see, you become. Whatever you see, you become. God told Abraham, he said, look to the west, look to the east, look to the north, look to the south. He said, as far as your eye can see, I will give it to you. As far with your imagination, you can see anything. You can see anything that you want to see. Yes. It is nobody is going to jail you for seeing yourself in a mansion, for God's sake. Nobody will jail you that you are seeing yourself flying your own jet. I've been saying this for years and nobody has challenged you that, okay, who are you to say you will have your own jet, flying it all around, preaching the gospel? Nobody has been able to challenge me and say, I want to jail you. They cannot. Why? Because we have freedom of imagination. Yes, freedom of dreaming anything with your imagination. The only thing people can do is they call you foolish. Yes, when a man saw the vision, that thought came to his imagination that people will be flying all around. One man stood up and said, that is heresy. That's not meant to be. That's a lie. It can't happen. Who are you to say men will fly? It's not possible. He got angry and left that meeting that day. But his two sons came to prove him wrong. Wilbur and Ovi Wright, they invented the airplane to prove their father wrong. So the only thing people can tell you is that you are insane. People can tell you you are proud. People can tell you, hey, who knows tomorrow? God knows tomorrow. Just leave them. They will talk their talk. But the truth still remains. You have freedom of imagination. You can cook up anything, my dear. Sleep on your bed and see the picture of yourself in a big mansion, very big, designing, big, wide plasma TV. Well decorated. The chairs, wow, awesome. The gadget in the house, perfect. Nobody will jail you. Just do what? Just dream. Imagine yourself there and imagine that it is yours. That's all that you need to do. And that was what God told Abraham. He said, look to the west, look to the south, look to the east, look to the north, as far as your eye can see. There is no limit. As far as you can see in your imagination, say unto you I will give it, and to your what? To your children's children. See, one of the way you can configure the life of generations yet unborn is dreaming a big dream. When you dream a big dream, you see dream that is bigger than you. You create that picture in your imagination. You know what? You are indirectly telling God that the kind of children that should be sent to you, they are those that will do what? That will carry it on. Even if it cannot be given to you in your days, it will be given to your children. People have been complaining that their children are troublesome, they are not doing well. You know you are at fault. You don't have a dream that is big enough that God. You have been told, say, look to the north, look to the west, look to the east, look to the south, as far as your eye can see. Say, I will give to you and to your children's children. But you dream small. Let's be wise. Dream big. He said, as far as your eye can see, I will give you and to your children's children. So dream big. So there is no limit. So as you are listening to me right now, come on, close your eyes. Close your eyes right now and paint pictures. Paint pictures of yourself in a big house. No, the big house and the house is yours. Paint pictures of cars parked at the front. See, forget those people that are saying you have 10 cars. What do you want to use it for? Just dream it. God did not say there is a limit to the number of cars you can have in your compound. He said, as far as your eye can see. He said, I will give to you. Just dream it. Dream it. You know, most of the time I see myself teaching, motivating, speaking to millions of people, big all. You know that picture, I see it every day. I see it. Create pictures. You don't have a child yet, you can create a picture of children running around your parlor calling you mommy, daddy, and they are not adopted children. You give birth to them. You want to help your faith that they are not adopted. Picture yourself pregnant. Yes, picture it as far as your eye can see. So I will give to you. Picture yourself flying in your own jet. Yes, you have a ministry. Picture yourself having your ministry home and abroad. Picture your churches rising up in different towns, in countries, in nations. Picture it. He said, as far as your eye can see, he said, unto you I will give it, and even to your children's children. Configure the life of your children for wealth by doing what? By dreaming big. Use your imagination. Imagination is powerful. As far as your eye can see. Miles Monroe, while he was just growing up, very poor. The father did not apply wisdom. He was just giving birth to children as if he has license. as if he came to give birth to children. Many of them in the house, no money, sleeping on the floor. One school uniform, you know, there's one school uniform, you patch it here, and the desk, the chairs in the school, the kind of nail they use, they are not merciful at all. They will tear it now, you sew it today, mend it today, tear it another way, sew it. And, there are trousers like that. Like Kenneth Copeland was saying, he said the kind of trousers I was wearing then, that the thing was so torn, that is so big that the thing has turned to skirt. That's poverty. You understand? That was what Miles Monroe was passing through. One school uniform, we wash it at night, change it, change it, sleeping on the floor with the rat. He said, but while I was sleeping on that floor, I picture myself building buildings. I picture myself flying in my own jet. I picture myself talking, teaching, crowd. Millions of people. He said, and it happened. In fact, he died in his own private jet. What are we talking about? Dream it. The power of the imagination. What you can see with your eye, you will have it. If you can see it, you can have it. As far as your eye can see, I will give to you and to your children's children. And then how can you use the power of your imagination? You declare it. Say it with your mouth. Let the redeemed say so. Say it with your mind. Don't stop talking it. You know, some people, they are saying, you better don't talk it. They don't need of talking it. See, talk it. Some say people are against you there to ensure that you don't prosper. God-given dream, God-given pictures cannot be stopped. Joseph talked it. Yeah. You can say, okay, he went to Egypt, yeah, but it came to pass. The procedure to the fulfillment of that dream he saw was him going to Egypt. That's the procedure. So you must do what? You must say it. You must say it. Bishop we always say, he said, when I was still poor, and I am telling people I cannot be poor, they said there are so many people that are winking their eyes, winking their nose, because all they can see around them was poverty. You know what he was declaring there? Everybody can see it now. See, don't stop talking it. Continue to say it. People will talk against you, but keep talking it. Keep speaking it. Keep declaring it. In the future, those people will not be able to talk again, and then you will be able to walk. Show that all. Why? Because you follow the procedure to enjoying a great life. Life is predictable. It's predictable. How? Your thought, the kind of thought you are holding. Life is predictable. How? The kind of pictures you are creating in your mind. Life is predictable. How? The kind of words you are saying. So speak the right words. Speak the right words. See the right pictures. See the right pictures. See the right pictures. See the right picture. See who has brainwashed you that you can't be preaching the truth and your church will grow. Who has brainwashed you? See, be careful what you believe. Be careful what you believe. Be careful the kind of thought you accommodate in your heart. Please, who has brainwashed you that the fact that you are in the ministry and you are doing that full time, you must be poor? Who brainwashed you? Please stop it. Start believing right. Start believing right. Start believing right. Cook the right picture. See the right picture. Say the right words. And I'm telling you, you will enjoy success. I'm telling you, nothing can limit you. And I'm telling you, nothing can stop you.